Hey, you guys! It is Wednesday, May. What is the day? May 15th. It's Hump Day, so you know it's time for the conversation. We've been on hiatus for the last couple weeks. You guys know we do the first month, the first part of the month. We go on hiatus, and then we start the last part of the month doing live shows. I'm so excited to be back. I've had a lot of stuff going on in my life, so the hiatus was kind of good. We got a new puppy, we got a new condo, we got a lot of stuff going on in my house, in my neck of the woods. So yeah, what about everyone else? We have Darius, our brother from another mother here tonight. He is our guest host, filling in for Shaq. Shaq is off tonight. Darius, how are you?
I am wonderful. It's always a great time here with the conversation crew. Happy to be here.
We love having you over here. I know everyone knows, I don't know, well, everyone might not know, it's Pride season. So this is the time of the year where our community, the LGBTQ+, we celebrate just our, I'm not going to go into what Pride is, but we celebrate Pride, and it's this time of year. And so Darius is actually in charge. He's the director. Well, Darius, tell everybody what you do and what's going on in your neck of the woods.
Okay, so I am the board secretary for St. Pete Pride. I've been on the board of St. Pete Pride for about 3 years. It's the largest Pride organization in Florida and one of the biggest, I believe, in the Southeast. We do 11 events that span from Memorial Day weekend all the way through the end of June. One of these events, which I am chairing, the flyer you see there, this is our Shades of Pride Juneteenth LGBTQ plus Art and Music Fest. This is our fourth time doing this. This is new in a sense where we're doing 2 days. Traditionally, we've only done one. But in the past, trying to pack so much into 1 day was really a lot. So we're going 2 days this year. This is a free event. It's co-sponsored by one of our community partners in the area. Friday, we're having prequel to Ballroom. If you're familiar with Ballroom, Laomi will be with us for both days. We're going to have a poetry slam where we're giving away a substantial bit of money to the winners. Followed by that, we're going to have a Pride, Power, and Passion Party Friday night. If you guys are familiar with Tata T, who's on social media, Tata T, that's my nephew. He will be with us hosting. We also have artist 7 Deep, who will be performing. Also, we have Diamond Carrington. I believe she's right there in Chicago.
Yes.
Diamond will be with us both days. Starting on Saturday, we're having Vogue 101 if you're interested in voguing and learning how to vogue. And I believe that will be a cash prize for that. We have our Shades of Pride concert, which we're highlighting local LGBTQ artists, musicians. We're going to have an art display. We're going to have a couple different panels, one of which our brother King Jives is doing a panel on LGBT influencers. And so this is going to be great to see all the folks there as a part of that panel discussion. And we're going to have a ball. And we're going to give away lots of money, and the ball is really great. Like I said, this is a totally free event. We do have, the only cost is we do have some VIP sections and some, like for the ball, some tables for folks that want like premium seating or a special area. But outside of that, the whole event is free. And so if you are available and you're in the Tampa, St. Petersburg area, June 14th and 15th, please come check us out.
That's awesome. That's so much you guys are packing into. Yeah, that's awesome. And I want to give a shout out to King Jives. I don't know if many of you know, King Jives is the one who kind of gave me my start on this blog influencer thing. So I'm always indebted to him, and we support him, and we love Jives. Shout out to Jives. So Darius, I wish you guys all the luck with your event. It sounds really exciting.
Darius, I've got my poem ready.
I hope you show up.
Speaking of Pride, your conversation panel, we will actually be at Kalamazoo Pride June. What is it, you guys?
June 8th.
We will be emceeing on the main stage, you will see myself. You'll see Marcus. You'll see Natasha. You'll see Michael. You'll see Brandy. Yeah, we're all going to be there. So if you come out with us, have a drink with us, come take a selfie with us. We're going to be really excited to be there and all be together. It's the first time we'll all be together ever. So I'm really excited about that. So come out and see us. I'm trying to think what else. Does anybody have any other events going on anytime soon? No one?
One more thing. Also,
Yeah, Jerry.
we have 11 events, but our main parade weekend, I believe, which is like I think the following weekend, immediately after Shades of Pride, it's a huge parade weekend. We have Saucy Santana performing right after the parade. So it's gonna be a good time in St. Petersburg all month long.
Okay, Saucy. Yeah, St. Petersburg in the house.
Marcus, take over real quick. I have to put my puppy in the cage. Go ahead.
All right, you guys. So we're here. It's Wednesday night, so we're going to talk about hot topics. The hot topics that just broke today is Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. They're said to be done. Over and done with. They said that J-Lo was actually shopping for a mansion today with her assistant. Natasha, did you think they were going to make it? What's on your mind?
No, it was done before it even started. I'm surprised it got this far. So, I mean, that man been looking stressed anyway. Like, there wasn't a picture of him smoking a cigarette or something. He just looked like he was over it and he was sick of her. So,
Why do we think they can't get it? Why can't they get it together?
She can't get it together. Not they. She can't get it together.
I think they live two separate worlds.
And she got a tour that ain't selling. Now her marriage ain't working. She just got a rough right now.
Yeah, I feel like she broke, like, back in the day, like when they were together, it fit more because they were a lot younger. It was like, I feel like now that he's had this whole marriage, children with Jennifer Garner, a messy divorce, all this alcoholism, like everything that he's been through and everything that she's been through separately, coming back together, I feel like the nostalgia of it and like the sameness of like what was familiar was cute, but once that wore off, it's like, you're completely different people.
Darius, what do you think about this?
Personally, I don't really care about Jenny from the block. I think she's like a lot of celebrities. She changes men like she changes her underwear, and I kind of felt like from the beginning that whole relationship was doomed. I mean, girl, you went from, well, I ain't even gonna talk about Diddy, but
we will tonight.
But she just went from bad to worse. I don't know.
Michael, what do you think?
I think, before we get into that, actually, let me just say I clocked those chartreuse nails. Maybe hold them up to the camera. Fashion, yes. Okay. I like that.
Thank you.
Love is mysterious. Things change over time. Ben Affleck has a new face, so this is a perfect time to get a divorce. He's ready. On to the next. I liked her in The Wedding Planner. That's kind of my final thought on it. It was good.
Same. That was my favorite movie of hers.
Like 2003, Michael.
Yeah, I know. Hey, but I liked it. I'm just credit where it's due.
Well, I wish Jenny the best. I wish Ben the best. Breakups are not fun. They're not easy. So, yeah, I wish them the best. Let's move on.
Making that damn Amazon movie. She should have been working on her fucking marriage.
I forgot her movie flopped too.
Her movie flopped, the tour flopped, the
just
album
like her singing
flopped,
career.
her pussy
and
flopped.
Then the thing, the movie was about her. The whole documentary thing was about it crescendoed into her rekindling of the love with Ben Affleck.
And I completely
this is
remember
now
Ben saying,
a love like this and like stuff like that. It's like
embarrassing. How embarrassing. And Ben always said he didn't want to be in the spotlight anymore. He didn't want to do social media. And what's the first thing that J-Lo does? A whole movie about him. So good job, J-Lo. You're on the right path.
Now I might actually go and watch this since they're breaking up.
You got the last 7 minutes.
I don't want to spend too much on J-Lo. Let's move on. I just wish them the best of luck. Moving on. Our girl Gail King is on the cover of Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. There's some haters that she's been saying. Some people are saying she's too old. This is not a good look for her. What do we think?
I love it. I mean, ageism sucks, especially for women. Like, they never let women like age in Hollywood. I think she looks beautiful, and I mean, fuck what they say. Keep it up, Gail. You look amazing.
Yeah, Darius, what do you think of our girl Gail?
I think Gail looks beautiful, and I do kind of defy this standard that just because you age, that you can't be beautiful, that you can't still be sexy.
Right.
I do think it's very appropriate. I don't think she doesn't look. I mean, she's dressed to me. She's in a very form-fitting bikini. It fits her. It's not provocative. I like it.
I think she looks good. Michael, what do you think of Gail?
I mean, I'd slide up next to her in the pool. You know, she looks wealthy. I love it.
Right. What do you think?
I like Darius had said, like it's tasteful, it's sexy, it's age appropriate. The colors look great on her. I feel like she looks happy. Like, I feel like what people think is, like, how do you think that they want to, like, how do they feel in it? If they feel good, then why don't we feel good for them?
Yeah. Like everyone said, I think she looks good. I think the haters need to settle down. Half of them they're talking probably can't even look this good in a bathing suit. So Gail, do your thing, and let's move on. So Whoopi Goldberg is in the news. She has a new book out. It's an autobiography about her. It's called Bits and Pieces. It's about her brother and her mother, who are both passed on. But in the book, she explains why she doesn't want to get married again. She's been married, I think, 2 or 3 times, and she says it's just not for her. Marriage is not for her. And I think that's interesting because a lot of people don't come out and ever say, well, marriage is not for me or relationship is not for me. Whoopi is saying that you can come by, you can drive up. She drives up, but she said you can't stay the night. So what do we think about that? At her age, she knows what she wants. She says, hey, Chato. Sorry, you guys. She knows what she wants. And she knows what she doesn't want. What do we think?
I agree. I subscribe. Like I say, you can pull up, but you cannot spend the night. I like it.
You know what? Like, at a woman at her age with her success, she has, at any age that has the success to say what they want. It's beautiful that she's not bullshitting. She's not cutting anything. She's saying, hey, this is what I want. And we got to respect her for it. And it's beautiful that she even being truthful about it, you know?
Darius, what do you think about this?
First of all, I had Whoopi's attitude when I was in my 20s. You know, you might can stop by, we can play, we can do whatever, but you can't stay tonight. You got to go. And I hope you got your cab money or Uber.
Oh, not cab, honey. We old.
Look, how did you get there? Because I'm not picking you up. But
right.
I mean, Whoopi, this is something you have to also keep in mind. This is somebody that was married at least 3 times. And at this stage of her life, she's not wanting to invest in another person on that level again. You know, she says she's investing in her kids. She's investing in her grandchildren. That's what she's willing to invest in and put up with at this point in her life. And I do believe, honestly, too, on the financial side of it too, when you get to a certain status at a certain point in your life, you know, you just not gonna let anybody in.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because that has to be a whole conversation in and of itself. Like, if you guys decide to get married, like, who's not gonna, like, Whoopi Goldberg?
Whoopi Goldberg. It's
like, come on,
like, of Hollywood money.
Yep. I completely agree. You ain't trying to merge your life. You're not trying to merge your finances. You're not trying, like, I got a dent in the middle of the bed. I sleep in the middle of the bed now. I'm not about to sleep on the side again. Like, I like my toilet paper over, and you gonna come and do it under, and you gonna irritate me.
Right.
Like, I sleep in until 10.
Your ways.
I'm set in my ways, and I've always said, God forbid anything happens to my husband, I don't know if I would get remarried. Like, I did not get married until my 30s, and so I lived by myself my whole time in college. I enjoy my solitude. My husband's a truck driver and it actually works for us because he's gone. And so when he comes home, I miss him a whole lot. But you know, I
You ready for him
completely
to
get
dip?
what she's saying. When it's time to dip, it's time to dip. And then when he comes back, hey honey, I love you. So
Right.
it works. It works. And
Honey,
I
are they
completely
hiring?
get it.
I understand
Listen.
that. I'm the same with Natasha. God forbid if anything ever happens with me and Hector, I don't think I would ever get in another relationship again. First, I don't think it's fair to your family to keep bringing people in and out because I'm a family person. So you have to be in good with my family. So I don't think it's fair to do that to your family, bring people in and out. It's just hard. And relationship these days, I'm the kind of person, are we going to do this or not? I'm not going to date you for 2 and 3 years with no commitment. Are we going to do this? Let's move in together. Let's do
Or
it.
not.
Right. I'm
Can
40.
let me
41.
ask you a question about
You
that.
know
Let me
what?
ask you
But
a question.
again,
Hold on. Let Aristotle
go ahead,
go.
Aristotle.
Oh, sorry. Because like I agree to
Get in.
that to an extent. Like there's some level of commitment, but I've in years like come to realize like I don't want to be like, oh yeah, we're committed to each other. You're my boyfriend. Like when we've only like, yeah, been dating like for consistently a couple of months, but like I feel like in order for me to be like, oh, this is my boyfriend, it's like we need to have had to go through like take a trip together. We have need to a death in the family. We need to things that need to happen for me to be like, okay, like I know that when all of the pieces are put together, that you are a friend, that you are somebody that is going to weather the storm with me. It's how did we get through all of these things? I think I've said it before. I don't know if I've said it here, but I say it a lot. I want to grow in love. I want to rise in love. I don't want to fall in it.
Right. I like that. That's
Ooh,
good.
That's beautiful.
That's really good.
That's beautiful, actually.
Yeah. Michael, what do you think?
Love is mysterious, just like I said with J-Lo and Affleck. Listen, I think for most people, you should try to have a long-term partnership at least once. Everyone needs a great love. I don't know that our life is complete without it. I think if you've had it, I can agree with Whoopi. I think if you hadn't, it should be something you search for until the day that you die. But I respect the choice. You know, she's given a few go-arounds. I know plenty of people that just can't seem to make nice in a relationship. Sounds like she's one of them.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is what she's writing now. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. She could meet some producer, some guy, and fall head over heels.
She ain't changing her mind.
She ain't changing her mind. You never know. You never know. Let me tell you something.
Go
What
ahead.
makes you do crazy shit? You never know what the fuck will happen. So we got to stay tuned on that.
She's not letting him stick around long enough for her to fall in love.
I was about to say, I think at her age, it's a choice to not fall in love. It's a choice to not let someone get close enough to get to that point.
Well, she got
I think
a
she
little
has
more
very
juice left
firm
in her.
boundaries. No, she's got firm boundaries, and she's at the age now where she makes sure she enforces those boundaries. She ain't falling in love.
But you know what? She's also at that age where if it gets a little extra wet, she might let them stay.
Okay. Well, on that note,
you can't stay tonight.
I know that's right. You can't stay tonight.
On that note, let's move to our next next docket. Diddy files a motion to dismiss the Jane Doe sexual assault lawsuit. Claims woman hasn't put exact time or place on alleged incident, and statute of limitations are expiring. You guys.
Speaking of someone who could never stay the night.
Well, see, that's the thing about Diddy.
Well, I mean, he did stay the night. They came to his house.
And he changed you up, and you're there, stuck.
Don't stay the night.
Now you
guys,
live the night.
Thing. Has Diddy been accused? Like, what is his? He's not in court for anything. Like, everybody's just assuming this stuff is happening because of the Cassie thing and for rumors in the 90s.
Absolutely.
What do we even know that he's done anything wrong? That's where I want to start at the beginning of this, because you know, with the internet, people just take things and it just goes, and people say he did this. I
believe Diddy did everything that he's being accused of.
Okay.
I know people who have been to like who have told me like some people have been more cagey about it than others, but I know people that they're like, oh yeah, I've been to like one of like the freak offs, like they've been. I mean, granted, people could be saying things whatever like that, but enough people have like had that are in different states, even have never met each other, have had enough similar things like things to say about the situation when I've asked. The ones that were willing to say like more than just like a couple of things, because they did have to sign an NDA. But like, I believe a good portion of it to be true. Some of it sensationalized, of course, but I believe like he wouldn't be paying the exorbitant amounts of money, and they wouldn't be doing the things that they're doing in an effort to catch him or to like try to like get to the bottom of it if there wasn't some truth to it.
Okay, well now we have Lifetime or Netflix or whoever doing the same thing they did, the downfall, the R. Kelly documentary. They're doing one about Diddy now. I just don't think it's fair because
I don't think it's fair.
it's not fair. He hasn't
Not yet. He hasn't been proven
Right.
guilty.
Darius, what do you think about the whole Diddy thing?
So I understand not being charged for anything yet, but this is the problem. If he really was out here doing these things and people in the industry knew this, that he's been doing this for years, I feel like a lot of those people are complicit and not necessarily speaking up. Now, I do understand maybe career survival, fear of being ostracized from the industry, but blacklisted, that a lot of people kept quiet. I do believe that there is some truth to these allegations. I don't think you pay out millions and millions of dollars in non-disclosure agreements because if I didn't do it, then babe, I'm gonna fight it all the way. I'm taking it all the way if it's a lie. And that's just like Donald Trump saying he didn't sleep with Stormy Daniels, but you paid her $150,000.
Yeah. Michael, legally, they're saying the statute of limitations are expired for this specific case with this individual who has not been named. That's another thing. How in the court, how can you come forth and say, this person did me wrong, but I don't want my name out there. I don't want anybody to know who I am. And now they're saying statute of limitations are expired. So what does all that mean, Michael?
Yeah, so those type of laws are what's commonly called like a rape shield law. And they're designed to protect the victims, right? Because oftentimes people who are targets of sexually based crimes, they are targeted for attack afterwards, sometimes by the perpetrator or people related to. So that's why you'll see these Jane Does. The statute of limitations, that's just another way to say how long you have to file a lawsuit after the event you want to file the suit on happened. In every state, it's different. Some states, when it's a sexual assault, I think New York and California kind of ahead of the nation on this. You have like 20 years. And if it happened while you were a child, I think there is no statute of limitations. So it's becoming more progressive as time goes on. The statute of limitations on those types of crimes getting longer. But specific to Diddy, I'm with you, Ashleigh. Listen, I hope no one ever finds themselves in his shoes or something like it. When you are being accused of something, it is surprising how fast people will turn on you.
Mm-hmm.
It is surprising how cavalier people will be, people that you trust and care about, with things that you've told them, and how they will try to cast you in a different light because it's kind of going with the flow, going with the tide of the opinion of you and how it's changing. So I try to stay impartial on this. Maybe something happened, maybe something did it, but that's why we have a justice system. Let's see how it goes.
But you guys, we've got to put it in light, and we've got to mention that this isn't something that happened just because Cassie put these allegations out and she was paid. These allegations have been going on for years, since the 90s, since Bad Boys first started the record company. These allegations have been going. So it's not like the public is now like, hey, Diddy did this. People are jumping in the bandwagon. These allegations have been going on for over 2 decades, guys. So there has to be some truth to this.
Yeah, I understand that, Marcus, but at the same time, we have Diddy was just given the key to the city. He was given the MTV Vanguard Award. He has the school that he opened up. Everyone was praising him. So no one was saying anything until one person came out again and made it big. And now people are jumping on the bandwagon.
But piggybacking on that, he opened up the school, but ever since that came out, we now know that the students weren't being taught correctly. They were in roaches. They weren't eating. They weren't even going to real classes. So a lot of things were exposed because of this that made a domino effect. So it's not just because the school was already fucked up before this came out. The businesses were already going out. And also, why would you want to give your masters to all of your old people in your record label, but make them sign an NDA that they can't talk about you, the company, or any of your associates? I mean, come on now. Who does that unless they're trying to cover something? Diddy is on his final days.
Yeah.
And you know what? I want to say you can have all the awards, all the accolades in the world. R. Kelly had a lot of accolades and awards and things over the years. I don't care about none of that because at the end of the day, it's what you do in secret, how you really live when the camera's not on you, when the lights are off.
Right, yeah.
That's what speaks to what kind of person that you are. And if any of these allegations are true, you know, it's giving us a glimpse into who he really is.
Yep.
And I honestly think the Cassie situation just, I think it actually just shed light on the rumors that have always been around. Her story was the first one that was more so substantiated through a settlement.
That had proof.
And that actually had proof, and that actually looked like there was some sort of victory behind it. And I think that strengthened everybody else's stories that had already been circulated out there forever, way before Cassie even came out. So I don't think that the whole Cassie thing started it. I think it just gave more credence to stuff that was already out there forever ago.
And let's not forget, the feds raided 2 of his properties. The feds do not go in
at the same time.
They know what they're looking for.
They
did it simultaneously at the same time, which means they had an idea of what they were going in to look for.
Yeah.
Well,
his days are numbered. And the simple fact that he and his family are gallivanting online, acting like nothing's going on, is such a slap in the face to the victims.
But see, this is the thing. The kids have nothing to do with this. Why not
the kids
go
have,
on?
the
kids were handicapped. They were handcuffed.
2 of the children are
handcuffed.
actual in the suit. So they are.
The only thing I feel,
they're over 18.
Yeah,
they are not.
But
children.
they were.
Besides those, that little girl right there, they're all over 18.
But to be fair, and I get that they're adults, but the boys were raised around it, and that's the only part that gives me some conflict with it. Because if your father has been telling you,
and you don't see them murdering everybody,
but if your father, but I think also if someone's a mass murderer, they shield that from their children. They're living a double life. It's not something that they're doing in front of them. I think that with Diddy though, they have been enmeshed in this their whole entire life. So to them, this is okay. This is fine. This is what we do when we have money. This is what we do when we have power. This is what we do when we have influence. This is what we're supposed to do. This is what my daddy does. Look at all the money my daddy has. Look at all the power that my daddy has. Everybody bows to my daddy. But that still
doesn't make them not guilty.
No, it does not. It does not. In the eyes of the law, it does not make them not guilty. They're absolutely guilty of it if they did these same acts that their father is being accused of doing as well. A part of me feels just a little bad for them because they were actually raised up in it to think that it was okay.
Too, but they're not children anymore. They're in their mid-20s, early 30s. They know right from wrong. They know if a woman says no to not fucking put your dick in her.
His son King, he better be quiet and not keep.
Oh, he's a mess.
Run at all.
The song.
Master P's gonna
tell on his damn self.
Queen, you are not equipped to play.
Okay, well,
know what he jumped into.
Speaking of the kids, can we just look at? Can we admire Quincy on the left? I was trying to zoom in as much as I could, but I could. That is one fine man.
Yeah, now which one of them is not really his son? Which one of them is not?
Quincy and incarcerated.
Quincy, the one
and incarcerated.
I heard some tease a rumor mill by that. But yeah.
Ooh, let's talk.
Well, let's no, not on this one. We won't. Well,
y'all know what they say.
I personally. Go ahead, Darius.
I said, y'all know what they say about Diddy.
Yeah. Well, I personally wish Diddy.
Happy Pride Month.
I wish Diddy good luck. I hope everything works out. He was responsible for a certain time in my life where the music, I just can't. He did the damn thing, and so
was he responsible?
You know what, Diddy?
Right, or was he just
collabing? Credit.
Right.
I think he just took a lot of credit.
Okay, well, let's move on.
He was adjacent.
Brandy says, you're right, Natasha. That's their influence and their normal, natural response. Like you said, they're used to the type of lifestyle. Yeah. Yeah, she's right. So,
Used
all
to
right,
men raping women.
let's move on. Target cuts kids' clothes for Pride, limits LGBTQ themed collections in stores. Target has announced changes to its strategy for selling LGBTQ themed products following backlash last year over its decision to stock items tailored for transgender individuals. This year, the retail giant will offer its Pride merchandise in a limited number of its nearly 2,000 locations and online, based on the historical sales performance the company stated on Thursday. So what do we think about this? I don't think I really like that.
I might
So-
get a lot of slack for this, but I agree. Why do kids need to be wearing Pride shit? Let them wear like fucking Blue's Clues and Pepper Pig. Like, what's the big deal with them wearing Pride
You
or not?
just
I
aged
mean,
you totally just aged yourself.
I know.
So
Darius, go ahead.
Or
Come on, you guys.
So-
Let's get
my
serious.
issue is not saying that I necessarily agree with this. Well, I'm gonna take a position, but my issue is that in a lot of our states, like Florida, where we have leaders that accuse the LGBTQ community of trying to sexualize children, and this is what led to people rising up against Target because of views like that are put out that that particular community is trying to sexualize children. I don't believe that it's trying to sexualize children per se. You just have a generation of kids now that that just want to express how they feel. I don't think it's anybody trying to sexualize them.
Of course. I agree with you, Darius. I don't think I like the fact that Target backed down. I don't know. Michael, what do you think about this?
You know, you can divine the tea leaves on this. I actually do think it's probably dollars and cents. The shit didn't sell. Most parents don't want to put their kids in that. We could talk about the reasons why all day, but if they were making money on it, it would have stayed on the shelves. I can guarantee you that. So it's probably just biting off more than they could chew when it comes to the product line. You saw a lot of that after COVID. This probably is what makes sense, you know.
Natasha, what do you think? Okay, let me ask you, because you're a mother on the panel. Do you think would you dress your daughter in a Pride shirt or a Pride outfit?
If my daughter says she liked it and she picked it out, sure. If she was naturally drawn to it, am I going to necessarily purposely put her in it? Probably not, because I just don't see any reason for it. At this point, the way I choose to approach anything LGBTQ with my daughter is if it's organically around her. I don't have a reason to necessarily inundate her with Pride and this and this. I just want it to be part of her everyday life. Like I just had a friend who my friend who is a boy came in his pink sparkly shoes and he has 2 mommies. That is actually a reality at her school. And that I don't necessarily have any feeling either way for me to, you're going to go put on a Pride t-shirt. Now, if she says, I like that t-shirt and just so happened to be a Pride t-shirt, put it on. I don't care. But I think, like Michael said, if it wasn't selling, it wasn't selling. And that's just it. Dollars and cents. 1 + 1 always has to equal 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I start waking up saying, let's go to Target and get a rainbow shirt.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself. Just kidding.
Well,
No, not enough parents, clearly.
Well, no, because I mean, like, I feel like the Pride clothes are just always so ugly. Like, I would never wear any of them. Like, I don't need the Pride.
But they're the rainbow.
I mean, yeah, like, as a gay person, the rainbow motif isn't, like, giving the way that, like, I mean, I get it, but, like, how often do we really see that the rainbow motif done in a way where, like, ooh, bitch, that's fierce, or that's everything. Like,
Facts.
I mean,
unless it's the Wizard of Oz.
Right. I mean, like the Pride stuff, I just feel like it's a non-factor to me. Like how Darius said about J-Lo, it's okay. It's not for me.
Right. I think the media is making a bigger deal of it than it needs to be. If you want to dress your child in a Pride shirt, do it. Go to Target. If you don't. End of story.
Yeah.
So
And the fact that Eros is saying that he's not drawn to it, how many other people in the community have those same sentiments? So let's not even put it on the children's line. Clearly, even the community, the adults in the community are like, okay, this is some bullshit. I'll just give me the black t-shirt. Like,
right. Yeah.
So,
well, like I said, I respect everybody's decision to do what they want to do with their children and their pride gear, pride merch, wear it or not wear it. So let's move on. Bravo has announced you better stop it right now.
Don't you be yelling at my pup, you.
The new show from Andy Cohen. You better stop it right now.
Sorry, you guys. I have a new puppy.
Oh my God, delicious.
Bravo has announced the reboot cast of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. It will be led by Portia Williams-Gubadia, Drew Sidora, and Kenya Moore are all returning as OGs. They have
we have cups.
They're bringing in Angela Oakley. She will be featured in the cast. Shamia Morton will be returning as a peach holder, not a friend, but a peach holder. My girl Brittany Eady has been cast. I can't wait to see her. She's gonna be, you guys, if you don't know her, get to know her. She's a mess. She's gonna bring the heat. I think she's gonna be an MVP. I know her.
She's a new Nene.
And then Kelly Farrah, she's also going to be part of the cast. So they, Bravo really did the damn thing. Cynthia Bailey will be returning as a friend to the show. So I think maybe this might be a good cast. What do you guys think about bringing a whole full new cast in? What do you think,
the 16 cast?
Hold on,
so
Darius, what do you think?
I'm just kind of reserving judgment. I mean, because if you can't give me the energy that Nene brought, that Sheree brought, that Marlo brought, then and I feel like if these new cast members don't live up to that, and I think it's gonna be hard to match Nene Leakes, who is still synonymous with the show. But I'm gonna try to give them a chance because I'm really more married to medicine these days. But I'm gonna try to give them a chance.
Okay. Marcus, Sweet 16. What do you think?
Darius, I think that's what we need to do as fans. We need to let go of Nene in Atlanta. We need to let that boat sail. It was a beautiful ship. I loved it. I'm Cuban. I love boats. I love water. But it's time to let it sail. This is the Sweet 16. It's a brand new cast. They have brand new energy. And you know what? These girls are going to bring it because you know what? Portia is so charismatic. The camera loves her. She knows what she's doing. She knows what reality TV is. The new girls are going to bring it. And I think that this is going to take the Atlanta franchise to the next level because how many reads can Nene do? How many times can she get into a fight with the same person? And I love Nene to death. But it's time to let that woman rest and start a new chapter.
Well, let me ask you guys this.
To give these girls a true chance.
Let me ask you this. Everybody thought that it would be great to recast the whole of New York, and it really didn't. It was flat.
It was horrible.
Are we as
they
fans?
Don't bring it anymore.
Are we as fans? It's hard to let go of the OGs. Is that part of the problem, or do you think they're just not bringing it?
Well, no. I think the whole thing is like I think reality TV in and of itself is kind of losing its luster. Like I feel like as a whole, like they're the OGs because it's kind of like the whole. It was nostalgic. We like, but the reason why the storylines are falling flat is because it's not just how many times can we see Nene Leakes? It's like how many times can we watch these affluent women fight or do the same things over and over? I feel like this sort of entertainment choice, it's like the Kardashians. A lot of people talk about it going flat. It's not being like they fund their own show now because like they want to, they need to be in the spotlight of some sort, but I don't feel like the viewership is there and as strong because reality TV just isn't giving in general what it used to give, or we're not, or we're at least we're pacified to it now. It's so normal to us, this toxicity, that now we're like, well, what else? You got a snuff? We got something like I need some simulation.
Scripted shows are making a comeback.
You know what I would like to see? You know what I would like to see? I would like to see the beginning, how the housewives were in the beginning. I want to see expensive shopping sprees. I want to see expensive parties. I want to see big events. Now it's just like they're arguing. It's gotten really dark, like New Jersey. Families aren't talking.
Comic.
I want to see these big. I want to see what I don't get to do every day.
Well,
You know?
honestly, that's the part that's the thing that sets New Jersey apart is that there's family involved. So honestly, the drama is organic over there. Like at this point, you don't have to have a storyline for New Jersey. Like their family issues give them organic storylines in and of itself. I think with Atlanta, I think they
They were
made a
clocking in.
mistake. They made a mistake by not letting Phaedra out of her Married to Medicine contract and upping her contract to go over to Atlanta. I think that was a big mistake. She has
She
not
sucked in
been
Married
well,
to Medicine.
and I think I've heard that is because she didn't get a good edit, that she was giving it, but then maybe she just there was a lot of stuff that was left out. But I just don't even think that it was an organic fit for Phaedra to be on Married to Medicine. I think she needs to be back on Real Housewives, especially since Candy's gone. We've been waiting for her to come back. She was really good in the show. It's the
Traitors.
game show. Traitors, yes. She was
Amazing
great in
season. She was a
Traitors.
genius in that
So
show.
she was. Oh, she was. So
Oh my
she
God.
still has that Phaedra touch. She still, but
Yes.
she was put in position to do that. Like her
She had
being
the
a traitor,
opportunity.
she had the opportunity. She doesn't have that opportunity at Married to Medicine. Nothing is organic for her to fit over there. And I think they made a grave mistake by not bringing her back. I'm glad to not see Marlo and Sheree. Marlo, she
Same.
had the opportunity. Everybody was advocating for her to get a peach. She did nothing. And that was so disappointing.
Marlo kept the mess going.
She
Marlo
did, but
did
what?
Yeah, but it wasn't.
She kept the mess going, but
But it
she
was-
had
it
these
wasn't
kids,
the
and we
right
didn't see
mess.
nothing about her
Yeah.
real life.
I wanted
Her
to see the
mom
boys,
popped up
her
for a hot
life.
second, right? Like we did not see much with her real life. We still don't know how she make her money. So I mean,
Or at least
did
see
she
one of
really
her
bring
jobs.
anything? Not really.
Well,
She
I don't know.
made up this whole beef in her head with Candy anyway. So that was stupid. Like, no,
Yeah.
no.
But you know who
Well,
else should have?
girls
I
with
agree
new
with by
energy.
Candy. I agree
Go
with
ahead.
by
Huh?
Candy, but you know who else should have? I mean, by Phaedra, but you know who else should have went over there? They should have took Phaedra back over there, and you know who should have went with her? Miss Quad.
Who?
Yeah.
Quad. They should have Quad over there.
Quad would have been good. And
Quad
honestly,
is messy enough
Kim
for
Zolci-
Atlanta. Yes.
Kim,
But
yeah,
she don't really
she's
fit
very
in with
messy.
the medicine crew no more.
And they don't want her anymore over at Married
She's
to
too
Medicine.
much of
So
a
that
star
would have
for
been
them.
that would have been great. And Kim Zolciak should have been brought back.
Do you guys
She
want to
definitely
know?
should have been
Do
brought
you guys
back.
want to know some tea?
What's
Do you
the
know?
name?
You know who they were courting for this season, and they could not get it. They could not get it together.
Who?
Mariah from Married to Medicine. They couldn't. They were trying.
You know
to-
what? I heard that. I had heard that.
They were trying to get
That would
her.
have been good too.
I thought Mariah would have been good for Real Housewives.
Oh, she would have been
too.
great.
Why wasn't she getting it together?
It was financial stuff. Same with Sheree. That's why Sheree didn't come back. They offered her like a lot lower money than she was getting, and she said no as well. So I heard
Well, it's
they've
not
been
like Sheree was sharing shit.
no. They've been testing like 15 girls already, like for the last 3-4 weeks. And this
They
is
need to. Atlanta is the pinnacle of housewife franchises besides New York. Like when you think of housewives, you think of those two franchises off the bat, and they were just bringing that franchise down.
I wonder if Kim
the
was
quality
ever
of it was getting
approached.
so bad. Like I'm
It
excited
was.
for this whole reboot.
Well, let's we'll be seeing it soon. Well, I'm sure we'll be talking about it more when it premieres. Let's move on. Kim Kardashian is in the news for she threw a birthday party for her son Psalm, and it was over $350,000, and people are ragging her about it. I mean, I really didn't even want to do the story, but I thought we should have. It's her business. If I want to
her
spend
kid.
$1 million on my son's
Yeah.
birthday, it's her business. What do you guys, Michael? What do you think about this?
You know, obviously it sounds like a big number, but if you're a billionaire, it's really not all that much. You know, in this day and age, it's tone deaf to toss money around like that. I get it. But at the end of the day, would you want someone looking over your shoulder at how you spend your coins? I don't really think so. So go for it, Kim. I hope it was a nice party.
Natasha?
Her only mistake with it was posting enough information that people could figure out the price tag for it and not making people sign NDAs about it. Like, it is tone deaf to have it available for us to know how much you spent on the party. But I mean, she got the money. It's her money. Her throwing her son a party wasn't going to magically take money out of my light bill getting paid. So what does that have to do with any of us?
Right.
You guys, the Kardashians
Tamar
are telling
joined us.
us.
Hold on, you guys. Tamar joined us.
Hi.
Tamar, what do you think about this extravagant birthday party?
I really think she got a lot of endorsements. She's a businesswoman, so why not tell people what you got? She's promoting these people. She's a promoter. Like, she likes to promote and get endorsements. So I think a lot of brands was like, hey, if you do this for us, we give you this. She's not going to spend her money on that shit. So, I mean, listen, I think if you got all this money, spend it, honey. Like, it's nothing we can do or say, because guess what? I don't have $1 billion in my bank account. And if I had $1 billion, I would throw my dog a party right now, honey. My dog just celebrated his birthday, baby. My little pit bull will be running around in all kinds of Chanel outfits.
Happy birthday.
Oh, go ahead, Tamar. Finish your thought.
Oh, no, I'm done.
Okay, Aristotle, what do you think?
Like everybody's saying, like, it's one of those things where, like, it's funny because, like, it's the catch-22, like you just said a minute ago with the Housewives. It's like, some people want to see lifestyles of the rich and famous. Some people are interested in seeing, like, what the possibility of them being able to attain one day it looks like. But then I also do get the side of the coin where it's like, well, damn, like, I'm struggling, but, like, you know, you're, like, great for your kid having a birthday party and all that other stuff. It's one of those things where it's like the show. People are dying, Kim. Like, people, like, it's okay.
Yeah, I think we all have different opinions about this. Some people think it's appropriate. Some people don't. It's her money, whatever. At the end of the day, it's her child. He's going to have that memory when he gets older. My mom always threw me really, really extravagant birthday parties. People criticized her for it, but I have wonderful memories of it. Like, I'm always going to remember that. So I think it's about the kids and making the memories. So
I can still see the birthday banner behind me from my daughter's Mario party.
That part.
Kim Kardashian is so rich.
From an Amazon Mario.
You know how rich she is?
Party
She
kid.
has a pianist wake up her kids every morning with classical music. Did you guys know that?
I love that.
Yeah, like, literally a real piano player is at her house at like 7 a.m. playing the piano to wake up the kids to school.
Why
Every
don't they
day.
learn how to play the damn piano themselves?
Baby,
I don't mind that.
baby, where that piano at so I can go play right now?
If I was a billionaire, I'd be doing that too.
All right, you guys, let's move on. Oh, shoot. Let me, we got to make sure Brittany comes on. We're going to go into fashion files. We have some looks. We have some Met Gala looks, and we have some other looks. What do you guys think of the Met Gala this year? Dave, what do you think?
I loved it. It was a lot of looks that I liked. There was a lot of looks I was just like, girl, what? It was like, for me, I thought there was some great dresses, but I think like the accessories was not coordinating the dresses. That was like the neck up was bad.
Okay, Darius, what did you think of the Met Gala this year?
I liked a lot of the gowns and what I saw. Now, Cardi tripped me up because I don't. The gown was beautiful, but when you need 12 people to help you bring in the gown, it's just a no to me. How did you move in that?
I loved Cardi's gown, but yeah, it was.
But I loved it, but it was just like, girl, you need a whole crew just to walk in.
Michael, what do you think?
You know, I think a lot of people worked really hard to put out those looks, and I want to honor that. But to me, the Met Gala is almost derivative at this point. I didn't find it inspiring at all this year, if I'm being honest.
The Met Gala has become, I kind of detest what it has become. It used to be not underground, but it used to be not as a spectacle. I think people that are invited now, some people, I don't know why they're on the list. There's some people who should be there who aren't there. There are people who I don't understand why you're there. It's just become like a big mess. I really don't understand what's happened the last 5-10 years. Yeah. So with that in mind, we will let's start presenting these looks. I was trying to wait for Brittany. She should be here soon. What Marcus, is Marcus there or no? He's not there. Aristotle, what do you think about the Met Gala and what it has become?
I mean, I love that it is, first and foremost, a fundraiser for the exhibit at the Met for the fashion. Like, I myself, like, where Michael said that it's become derivative and like you lose some of the inspiration. I found myself more so doing a lot more of like delving into what the theme of the exhibit this year was, as opposed to what people were wearing on the carpet, like the Sleeping Beauty, reawakening fashion. Like, I thought it was really, really cool, and like there's some of the stuff in the Met, like, because it's about how clothing like ages over time. There's a garment in there that is made of real grass, and as it ages and dies and decays, like that will still be on display. I think that we probably need to like shift the focus of like, but it's gonna become a spectacle. It's gonna be a spectacle until it's lame to do, and then it's gonna go underground again, and then all of a sudden it'll be popular again.
I think the themes, they should get away with the themes because nobody really either understands the themes or nobody really dresses as the
I disagree. We need the themes. We need the themes because then you know who gets it and who doesn't. Like,
I just don't feel like the theme, like this year I understood the theme. Like, I think certain people got the theme. Then I'm like, there were just so many people walking that was just not on theme. And I think I do agree with both, but I'm gearing more towards where Ashleigh's saying like the theme has been, the last couple of years, the theme has not been on point. And so what's the point in having the theme if you're going to have all these celebrities dressed up and no one's on theme?
Yeah. Okay, so let's go into it. I was trying to wait for Brittany, but I don't know where she is. So the first look we have, this was one of my favorite looks. We have Sarah Jessica Parker. She was wearing, let me make sure I'm right. Sarah Jessica Parker. Hold on, Ashley. She's in Richard Quinn and Chanel. Now, a lot of people say she looked like she was going to a black church convention. I'm not necessarily getting the hat is the only thing, but what do we think? Yay or nay, Natasha?
This was a yay. This is beautiful. What was the theme again? It was
Garden of Time.
Time, yeah. Yeah, I loved it.
Okay. Michael, what do you think? Yay or nay?
I agree with you. This was one of the best of the night for me. So yay.
Darius, yay or nay?
I bet she is giving Church of God in Christ, First Lady. Her complications look
Okay. Aristotle, yay or nay?
Nay. It's cute, but I feel like it's boring for the theme. Okay. Garden of Time.
All right, Marcus, yay or nay? Is Marcus there? Okay. Did I get everybody? All right, let's move on. We have Jules Smith. Oh my God, that boy's fine. And Luar. What do we think?
I love Luar.
Tasha?
He looks very nice.
Okay. Michael?
You may find this surprising. Yay.
Okay. Tamar?
I love this. Yay.
Okay. Aristotle?
Love it. Still bored, but I do love it.
You said you're bored with it?
I mean, okay, so your pants are a dress. What else? Your pants are a skirt.
This doesn't.
I love Luar. Like, it does not. Where's Garden of Time? Where's the theme?
Okay. All right. Well,
you have flowers on the lapel. That's the only thing. You could have done further. You could have done an extra large watch. You could have had a watch or a clock brooch. You could have there could have been small things that were maybe not as like a fashion risk, but we're still more in the theme. And that's what I was talking about. Like, there's some people that I like to see who gets it and who doesn't.
All right, Marcus, yay or nay? Okay, Darius, yay or nay?
No, I don't like it. I feel like it's just one. I feel like the jacket could be a little more form fitting. And I don't like the cloth over the pants. It just makes him look bigger to me than what he actually is.
Okay. Tamar, did you say yay or nay?
Yay, I say yay.
Okay. I'm also with a yay as well. I like it. I think maybe it's just because it's Jules. But yeah, he looked good. All right. So moving on. We have this
Troye
is
Sivan.
Yeah, Troye Sivan in Prada from head to toe. It's a yay for me. Not Marcus, Natasha, yay or nay?
Was that for the Met Gala?
It was, yes.
Nay.
Okay. Michael, yay or nay?
Why you bringing my
Nay.
Nay, okay. Darius, yay or nay?
Nay.
Aristotle, yay or nay?
Nay, he looks like a mall retail worker.
Okay. Tamar, yay or nay?
I like this look, but not for the Met Gala.
All right.
This just pissed me off. I'm sorry.
Brittany, yay or nay?
It's nay for me, not for Met Gala, not at all.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is a look though. But
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, going on.
Looks like a throw in the
The next
trash.
look was one of my best. I think he was my top. He was in my top two. Coleman Domingo was my best dressed male, but this is next. Little Nas X in Luar. This took it for me. Natasha, yay or nay?
Lil Nas X, he gets on my nerves, but Met Gala, he always shows up and shows out.
Yeah. Michael, yay or nay?
Hard nay.
Really?
Really.
Okay, I don't usually ask people why. I'd like to know why. What didn't you like about this?
You know, this is a pick-me outfit, and you know my style. It's either really, really loud or super understated, and I feel like he goes over the top so much, it loses its impact, right? So this is just,
Okay. Darius, what do you think about this? Yeah or nay?
I don't see where I don't know any other event where somebody's gonna wear this, but I mean it works for him.
Mhm.
Okay. Aristotle, yeah or nay?
Nay, I like the pieces separately. Like that coat's really, really cute, but I feel like the sash thing is weird. And again, not on theme. Where's the Garden of Time? I don't see it. I'm bored.
Okay. Brittany, what do you think?
I actually love it. I do love the pieces separately, but I think he looks really good. I mean, it isn't really on theme, but it's a nice outfit.
Okay. All right. Everybody, all minds clear. Everybody said yeah or nay? Okay, let's move on. This was one of my best looks too. Cynthia Riva and Tom Brown. Now, it doesn't read well on the camera. When she was moving, like on video, like the picture doesn't read well, but video, it looks different. And it's different for Tom Brown. He doesn't usually do stuff like this. So, Natasha, yay or nay?
She can never do any wrong for me. This is a yay.
Mm-hmm. And put a pin in this. You guys are about to start seeing her show out a lot because Wicked's coming out soon. And I think she's going to be.
I'm excited for her season.
Yeah, I think she's going to be like Fantasia, and it's going to be just. Yeah, Jason Bolden is her stylist, and he knows what he's doing. So, let's see, Tamar, yay or nay?
I'm on the fence.
Okay.
I've seen her dress so much better than this. She's a fucking fashion icon, and I just think that this did not do her justice.
Okay, Darius, yay or nay?
Yay, I like it.
Aristotle, yay or nay?
I love it. And it's on theme. Garden of Time, and not just Garden of Time, but also Sleeping Beauty, because it's like, well, if those flowers would have been real, that would have been everything. And there's also bugs all over her. I like the details in it.
Michael, did I ask you yay or nay?
you did not, and I'm so glad you did. This looks like arts and crafts to me. So nay.
All right. Brittany, what do you think?
I love it. It's very avant-garde to me. I love all the flowers. I think it's a dope outfit. Like you said, it's on theme for sure.
All right, moving on. We have Corey Gamble and Valentino. He has been showing out lately.
He has.
Let's see, Natasha, yay or nay? Yeah, no.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michael, yay or nay?
I want that head to toe. I mean, I need it head to toe. Yay.
Aristotle, yay or nay?
Yay, you're on theme. It's cute, but
Okay, Tamar, yay or nay?
I love this outfit. I want everything. It's everything.
All right. Darius?
Nay, it doesn't wow me.
thank
Okay.
you.
And Brittany, what do you think?
It's a nice outfit. Like they said, it's not wowing. He's done so much better. Especially these past few months, he's really been killing it. So this is an okay outfit for me, but definitely not one of the best I've seen him in.
Okay. Moving on, we have the Stray Kids, and they're in Tommy Hilfiger from head to toe. I like it. It was the Met Gala. Natasha, yay or nay?
This was for the Met Gala too?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
Right.
I mean, it looks like a Tommy Hilfiger ad, but as far as we're at the Met Gala, absolutely not.
Okay. Darius, yay or nay?
Nay.
Okay. Michael, yay or nay?
I really like this. Yay.
Aristotle?
So I like the pieces, but like again, like for the Met Gala, and they needed a steamer. Miss Daenerys Targaryen in the middle though is giving it.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The all
Tamar?
white is my favorite.
Yay. I love this. All of this. Eat it up.
All right, Brittany, what do you think?
It's a no for me. They definitely need someone to press their outfits. It just doesn't really. It's not giving. It's just not. It's a no for me.
All right. Moving on, we
It's
have.
giving Macy's.
That's what
That
it. Yeah,
is what
you're
it
right.
is.
Literally.
It is giving Macy's.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. We have Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble and Oscar De La Renta. Natasha, yay or nay?
You pissing me off tonight, Ashleigh, with this shit. You are
Really?
pissing me off. That no. What
I think Kris.
what does Chris have on? Corey, he's straight. Corey, I'll give it to Corey. What does she have on? We talk about now. If somebody else wore this, maybe. But again, she looked like she's going to a Koja convention, and we know Kris Jenner is not going to no Koja convention. Absolutely not. No.
Okay. Michael, yay or nay?
I can't get enough of this. Yay.
Yeah. Aristotle, yay or nay?
I no, like it's I no.
All right. Darius, yay or nay?
No.
So I don't like his shoes, and Chris. Yeah, Chris looks like her. She got the same design as Karen Clark Sheard. Like she just took some drapes
I knew you were about to say Karen. I knew you were.
and made her whole outfit like an hour before the.
Right, she's wearing the duvet cover.
Let me take these drapes down. Off
Thank
the
you.
wall.
Thank you.
There is a bomb.
Okay. Brittany, yay or nay?
It's gonna be a no for me. I do love the color, and I do think Corey looks pretty. He looks decent. The shoe, you're right. I don't really like the shoe, but yeah, Chris does. It's not flattering for her. It's oversized. Like they said, it looks like a duvet cover. I just really feel like somebody could have dressed her better.
Oh my god, they look rich and fucking insane. This outfit is perfect. Like if I saw people dressed like this, I would want to talk to them. Right? That is the kind of
I got
price
some
of
clothes.
clothes.
But you wouldn't
This is so cool.
want to talk to the girl in Tom Brown, like the one that was wearing arts and crafts.
I would still talk to her. I would still talk to her too. She's super cool. Like the colors.
Yeah.
I would be nice.
Michael, I saw some curtains just like Chris's gown in Macy's the other day.
And I would go talk to
Chris
her.
is always gonna look rich though. She is rich, so she's always gonna give
baby.
rich. But it still isn't. It just wasn't a flattering outfit for her figure. That's just about it.
Imagine seeing that shit in McDonald's. That's all I'm saying.
I can see Andre Day in that. I can see Andre Day in that. Whoopi Goldberg in that would have been good because they, like I feel like with the she needed more. There needed to be hair up top. There needed to be some more like it needed to look more.
Funny.
It needed some drama.
Dowdy. Yes, drama.
Okay. Moving on, we have Mindy Kaling and Guava Gupta. This is one of my favorite looks of the night. Yeah, yay or nay, Natasha?
This 100% yay. This was gorgeous.
Michael?
I'm so sick of it. She went and got a whole new face too. Whatever. Nay.
Tamar?
Hey.
Tamar?
Yay. Yay.
Okay. Darius, yay or nay?
It's so extra, and I love it. Yay.
It's giving drama.
Yay or nay?
I love it. It's beautiful. It looks like plants. It looks like organic matter. Like I feel like because of that, it is on theme. Like I think she looks beautiful. I love that fabric.
Marcus, yay or nay? Is Marcus there?
Yeah.
Marcus is mute. Oh,
okay. All right, Brittany, what do you think? What are your
I think
thoughts?
it's beautiful. The craftsmanship in that dress is amazing. Her figure looks nice in the dress. Her hair was perfect for the dress, although she could have probably worn a bun or something as well. But she looks amazing. It's beautiful.
All right. Yeah, I thought so as well. So that was our fashion files for tonight. We're gonna do an extra special edition of Come Sit on My Couch tonight, but we're gonna bring one of our hot topics back. So there was a teacher who has recently been fired for letting the students take out his braids or his dreads or whatever he had. And it's been a big deal all over social media. Some people say it was appropriate. Some people say it wasn't appropriate. I think I'd like us to break this down tonight and figure out why people are saying it's inappropriate, because I've seen other videos with girls taking down female teachers' hair and no one said anything, or I saw a boy getting a male teacher getting his hair cut by another male and no one said anything about that. So let's dive into this and see what this is all about. Hold on real quick.
Classes, which made him emotional.
Hey, Bessie. I really hope that you see this.
Sorry, let me start this over. You guys.
Was fired.
I don't know why it won't play. Sorry.
Students take out his braids, was fired from his job. His students began texting him after he never showed up to his classes, which made him emotional.
Hey, Bessie. I really hope that you see this message. How are you? I hope that you're okay. Our class misses you so much, and we really want you to know that we love you and we miss you so much and can't wait for you to come back. I can't believe that taking somebody's hair out is such a big deal, and it makes me so mad that people make little things big things. I want you to know that the class and others got your back, and we will always stand behind you and up for you no matter what happens. We got you. Again, we miss you and we love you so much.
I almost started to cry.
So let's break this down a little bit. Why do we think people are saying this is inappropriate, yet there's been other instances that no one's blinked an eye at? I think we all know why, but I want us to break it down and say it. So, Michael, what do you think?
This is tough. Listen, he seems like a nice person. He seems like he's sincere. But that said, I find the whole thing wildly inappropriate. I think children need to have clear boundaries with authority figures, and that's across the board, male or female. And I think everyone is better off if there is a certain structure or dynamic that's in play. And so for that reason, it makes me uncomfortable. Like if it was my kid, I would not, I can't put my finger as to why it would make me feel uncomfortable and I wouldn't want it to happen. But I know that I would feel that way. I just don't want my child being that personal with any teacher.
Okay, Darius, what do you think about this?
I agree with Michael. I think he's a very nice person and probably was a great teacher. But I think that, first of all, these are minor children. He's a teacher. There should be a professional boundary. And I'm sure in terms of the school board that this is probably a potential liability issue. This is something that could that you don't know where perception is key.
Right.
And I think that um, you are there to teach. This is not a cosmetology class. You are not a test subject. You are there to teach these children whatever subject that he was teaching. It was inappropriate to have those boundaries crossed. And if I was a parent, I would have an issue with that.
Okay.
Because you're there to teach.
Gotcha. Brittany, what do you think about this?
I have mixed feelings about it, I guess. I don't really feel like it was a horrible thing because we've seen it before. Like we've seen the girls French braiding the women's hair. So I don't really I guess maybe it's because he's a man. I don't really understand what the huge deal is about it.
A good-looking man.
Yeah, I mean there were a lot of students doing it. It wasn't like it was just one specific girl who was doing it and he was paying attention to one specific girl. So I don't know. I don't really think it was that's just my opinion.
Okay, Natasha, what's your opinion?
I'm about to go. So first of all, this is one of these situations where we have to be okay with double standards. It is perfectly, not gonna say okay. However, it is more acceptable when we see a woman with the female students doing it because it is more of an auntie-niece situation. Second of all, it has been found that this man has been lusting after minor girls and has actually posted things online. It is also said that in that video, he actually started it out with something along the lines of, let's stir some shit up or let's start some mess. And then when he actually asked his friends if he should post it, and they told him no, he still did.
I didn't know about that.
He has poor judgment. Borderline groomer, if we must go there. And I saw an interesting comment that someone said, and it really made a lot of sense. A grown man really does not need anything from a young girl. And if he's asking something from a young girl, then there's something to question there. And that really made me think. And you have more than enough adult female friends that could have helped you take your hair down. Whoever was braiding your hair could have took your hair down. There was no reason for you to ask minor girls for you to take your hair, for them to take your hair down. There was just no reason. It didn't need to happen at school anyway. Yes, I would have leaned closer to it being okay if it were a female teacher. But yeah, the fact that it is a male teacher definitely.
But why? Okay, let me ask you that. Why?
Yes, because it is a TT baby situation. It is big sis, little sis. I'm doing your hair, taking your hair down. We've seen a lot of times too where like a black teacher would do a little black girl's hair because she came in, she knew the mama, she took care of her hair that day, and we that's more acceptable. This is just really one of those times where a double standard just has to be accepted or just has to be explored at minimum. Go ahead.
I want to say too, I think even if it's a woman, I still find it inappropriate.
It is very inappropriate, but it's more digestible.
Go ahead, dude. Hold on.
I think the decision to put it on social media was stupid.
And why was he like? For me, what I found more inappropriate is like you're crying because your students can't be with you in your classroom. And I mean, it does go back to, I mean, the reality is in this day and age, there's a lot of SA going on, and we have a lot of black men that have been put in the limelight with so many situations, and that takes it to that place. I don't think it's appropriate for any kids to be doing no one's hair because you don't know what that person got, and you are a child, your immune system is weak. You know, you are taking certain things back to your home. But I just think as a figure person, as a public figure, because teachers are public figures, there should be a little bit more respect for the parent. And you shouldn't be posting online what you and your students are doing because that parent may not even want their kids on social media. So there are just so many mixed things that are going on here that wasn't appropriate in my eyes.
Do you think that we missed a part of the conversation though about like maybe like nuance to it? Like we talk a lot about, oh, believe victims, listen to victims. Like, well, also, I mean, granted, hear what Natasha said about like the aftermath and what the underpinnings of it like were really giving. So I say this like with like a grain of salt, but like if kids are not coming and being like, oh, so and so, or this happened, or like there aren't any allegations from him, and like you see it to be like we can clearly witness it to be something that is innocent. I do think that like sort of in the same vein of there needs to be a double standard, there can't be a double standard. It's like there are some things that are, and there's some things that aren't. Now the fact of the matter is, it's like we should probably just like not have anybody do any of them because we aren't able to tell. Like nefarious acts aren't necessarily that easy to point out and to pinpoint. So I think it shouldn't have happened to begin with, but I do understand. I don't think he's crying about not being able to be around kids, but like what I like the reason why it made me emotional, what I was getting from it was he enjoys what he does. He does have like teachers that love to teach, especially like they love to be around kids for the sheer reason of molding the minds of tomorrow. Like they're kids at heart themselves. Like I can understand why losing your job and losing out, and these kids like texting you like or like making it.
Why do they have his
Why
number?
do they have
Why are they
his number?
texting
That is
him?
weird.
Yeah,
Why are they
That's
texting
weird.
him?
That is weird. That is
That
weird.
is
Why are they
But like
texting him?
Yeah.
that is
You know,
weird. That is
So
weird.
inappropriate.
But
And
that is weird.
don't you we gonna be meeting outside if I ever find out that you use your position of influence to influence me and
girl,
my child.
Oh, most definitely. But I can also.
I am the least violent person, but please believe I'm meeting him outside with a baseball bat.
Right.
We are. We just are.
like for me, I am a gay black man and I work with kids. I work with young men. I personally do not allow them in my even in my zone to even be sitting next to me on like looking on my phone. Like, girl, we not homegirls. I have to tell one of my guys is like, we're not best friends. We're not friends. I work here. You are a client, and we need to keep it that way. As a teacher, that's the vibe you should have. You should not allow like I shouldn't be giving clients my phone number. It's like no, like when I leave my job, it needs to be my job is not with me coming home. Like hey girl, no, we shouldn't be keying on the phone. I got homegirls for that. I got homeboys for that. Like no, like I just think that there's so many. Yeah, it's so sad that I think it's sad that he can't understand why he can't be with his kids, his students, but at the other spectrum, where are the parents? Why are you letting your kids text their teacher? Like, and that's when it goes into like the essay and like all the other things that happens when kids are being monitored. Because I deal with that all the time.
I hope this works out the best. I wish everybody the best. And he seems like he's passionate about what he does, and maybe he'll get hired.
Something in that milk ain't clean. I'm telling you, something in that milk ain't clean.
Yeah.
It's 1%, girl.
I'm sure we'll be hearing more about this. But anyways, I'd like to thank Darius for coming tonight and being our guest co-host. You know, you're always welcomed over here, Darius. We love having you. Please go support Darius's event, Shades of Pride. I'm going to put the flyer up one more time so you guys can see this. Darius, what are the dates again? It's what through what?
The dates are June the 14th and 15th. That's a Friday and Saturday in St. Petersburg. It's a free event both days. So it's going to be a great time. That's our brother King Jives, who's also doing a panel at this event on the 15th. Those are all the folks. And I did also want to mention that Giselle Barbie Royale will also be with us.
I love her.
That's awesome. Well, thank you. So please support Darius. Also, Tamar's husband, Tasha Cole, will be performing at our Pride in Kalamazoo as well. She'll be performing on Friday, and then we'll be on stage on Saturday. So please come out and see us. Please go out and support Darius to see him. I love everyone. Please like and share. Please like and share. Please like and share. All minds clear? All right, everybody in my cast, Darius, you're free to go. Everybody in my cast, stay. We have some stuff to talk about. Everyone else, peace. Please be safe. Love everyone.
Love
Later.
y'all. Bye.
Bye.